Hey everybody, welcome to 60 Minute Access special preview edition of Halo the Master Chief Collection.
Very exciting.
Woo! So we're going to get into this. So, obviously, you're like, this is 2 weeks early! We got a review copy. But we can only show you specific things at specific times, including it's spamming me to pay for Xbox Live Gold. Whenever I'm in the menu, it does this when I don't have gold.
Okay, that's not really a good start.
Well, that's just the Xbox One, though.
Oh. Okay. So, the Master Chief Collection has Halo 1 Anniversary, 2 got the Anniversary, there's 3 but it's in 1080p now and 60 frames,
and
4 also in 1080p and 60 frames, in addition to a gigantic load of extras.
Yes, there's the multiplayer, which we can't show you anything of until November 7th. So we're sorry. But we can show you menus and very specific campaign missions
Of games that have already
come
been
out.
out for a very long time now.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll go into the campaigns. We might as well start with the new stuff, right?
Yeah.
Start off with a bang.
Because Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary's been out already.
3 years now. Time flies. Alright, so we can do the mission called Gravemind. It's actually a little bit past where I am now. I am here. No, I'm here. So, sadly, we can't show co-op either. But we can show menus. You can turn all the skulls on or off.
I like this menu.
Yes.
I don't know how well laid out it is, but it's nicely styled. Because I remember the Halo 4 menus were
awful,
a mess.
No, this is actually. Now, once again, haven't got to see any multiplayer stuff yet, but but these menus are actually, from what I've seen, really good. I really like the playlist feature where you can show different. Where you can show different goddamn, stop that. Where you can oh, here are all the Halo missions that have tanks or escape scenes, or do you want
escape scenes?
Yeah.
Halo 1 is the entire second half.
So they also remastered the cutscenes.
Is it all a CG thing now?
Yeah, basically.
It looks like it.
Yeah, it is. It is very much.
There's no way this is like.
This is all in engine, guys.
This is all what?
In engine.
I highly doubt it. This is probably Xbox 2 stuff or something.
Yeah, this is. Yeah.
That's probably when we might get a cutscene get in-engine cutscenes that look as good as this.
Yeah.
Relax. I'd rather not piss this thing off.
Demon.
So.
This one is mission.
Is that a flood thing, literally?
Yeah, that is the leader of the flood.
Well, I guess a perk to having these cutscenes redone is that it definitely looks a lot nastier now.
And is the Lord kill me or release me, parasite. But do not waste my time with talk. There is much talk, and I have listened through rock and metal and
How
time.
much Microsoft paid to get this?
Now I shall.
Oh no, this is what they did for Halo 4 also. So.
Shall listen.
Wait, they had full renderers?
Yeah.
Because the only cutscenes I remember seeing in Halo 4 were the ones where they had that weird facial technology.
Oh yeah, that
looked like a slightly creepier version of Eleanor.
They only had this in the the beginning and the end. Sorry everyone, I have a small cough.
I think I know why they did this scene specifically.
Why?
CG cutscene.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But they could have done the intro scene too. I mean, there's a lot of like I said, I'd love to show that, but we can't. We'll be doing 60-minute access of another campaign mission and all of the multiplayer when we're allowed to. But the words when we're allowed to.
You mean we're doing 2 60-minute accesses?
For this, yes. And actually, that's kind of better because because this is so huge. Like it's because the multiplayer of Halo I don't mean huge as a cultural aspect, but huge like the game is huge, and showing 4 different multiplayers and 4 different campaigns would be kind of a pain in the butt. So.
Do not mistake their intent, or all will perish as they did.
So in the Halo 2 story, I don't know the Halo 2 story at
This
all.
thing is right.
I did know the Halo 1 thing, but
So,
because I don't understand what's going on in the scene other than they've been captured and you now meet the Arbiter.
If you will not hear the truth, then I will show it to you.
I wonder what this looked like on the actual system.
I can show you.
Halo.
To you.
Yeah, there's a
I
button.
like that.
Still time to stop the
Well, I like the feature, not that it looks like this.
No, it does not look good.
Sheesh.
Atlas.
Okay.
Okay.
Probably breaking it.
I'm done playing with it.
Yeah.
It's cool that you can do that though.
I like that actually.
So,
Would you like to see how bad it actually looked?
yeah, that game. I remember in Halo 2.
Space.
Halo 2 had a lot of stuff about the Covenant and their culture, and it had a Covenant civil war starting it. You played as the Arbiter.
Oh, this is the Civil War thing.
Yeah, it had.
In truth,
Yeah.
this is a time to rejoice. A moment that all the Covenant should savor. For the sacred icon has
That
been
TV show
found.
they're doing, is it live action or is it?
It's
like
it's
this?
live action.
Okay.
It's Nightfall. It takes
So
it
does
takes
it-
place in between 4 and
I'll
5.
have to check to see if it has like that forward onto Dawn stuff.
Can stop it.
I hope so. That show was great. That show was so good. Like everyone complained, oh, it starts slow, and I'm like, yeah, but man.
Kill the demon.
Alright, so. Oh, whoa, here we go.
Brutes.
Oh, yeah, this is the first mission where you fight brutes. I forgot about that.
The better. They don't have shield generators, but take them out before.
Considering that you were in a room crowded with people, there's nobody here.
Most of them were not soldiers.
True. This was also an Xbox One game.
Sorry,
Xbox-
original.
Original Xbox game. That confusing.
Just to clarify, this is what it looked like originally. Yeah, look at that.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, like for a
I
game,
mean, everything looks a little dark, but
like for a
it's
game,
still cool.
for a game that was like PS2, GameCube era, it looks pretty good.
Well, it's quite a ways more powerful than PS2 and GameCube.
Well, it's twice as powerful as a GameCube, and it's 4 times as powerful as a PS2.
Yeah, the PS2 was
It was definitely.
it was the weakest game console, but I do believe I think it was the Japanese government were afraid that thing could power missiles or guide missiles.
That's
why they thought the PS2 was capable of that. 'Cause this was like the late '90s, so.
So people had no.
A 300 megahertz processor was kind of mind blowing at the time.
Yeah.
You know, they could get because I think like my first computer, my family's first computer in '98, I think was like a 150 megahertz or 250 megahertz Pentium 2.
I
Got the
remember.
speed on that.
I don't even think my first one was a Pentium. Like I remember we had this desktop, and it was like 800 megahertz, and I was like, "Oh shit, son!"
You know, back then computer speed just went up really fast. Like in 1994 or 95, you had a Pentium 1.
Oh yeah,
with 90 megahertz, and then like 3 years later in '98 you had a Pentium 2 with 250 megahertz, and then in like if you go like even 4 years later, 2002, you've already got like a 1.5 gigahertz Pentium 4, and then nowadays 4 years doesn't actually get you.
Put me down on one of the pedestals.
I mean, it gets you more speed, but it's not really quite the drastic jump
So fun fact
that
about
you saw
this
in the late '90s.
about this game, just like Halo 1, Master Chief can turn his flashlight on or off.
Just like in Halo.
1.
Okay. Oh, they got rid of the flashlight in later games.
Yep.
That prophet, Truth, he has the index. You've got to take it from him. Let me get these doors. Go. It'll be easier to track Truth if I stay in the network.
Did it really freeze? Really?
think it did.
Oh, nope, we're good. That happened on a cutscene earlier today.
So it just hangs and then just...
Yeah, I think it might have to be do with some of the way the game checkpoints. Either that or...
I also have a... I mean, they need to work that out. Because that is a tactical problem.
Also,
this is also like, what? A 10-year-old game now?
Yep.
Running on an Xbox One?
Yep.
Maybe it was easier because back then, the original Xbox had a Pentium 3 in it, right? Which is x86 architecture. Pentium, the processor in the Xbox One today is also x86 architecture. Probably a little easier for them to port it, actually.
Yeah, probably. The original Xbox was a ridiculously...
I like that view.
Oh, no, that's super
What did
cool.
it look like originally? I want to see that.
Let's find out after I murder everything. Ooh! Oh no, damn it. Oh, I don't get... Oh, I thought that was a fuel rod. No, it's lame. Okay. Oh yeah, I forgot I had that turned on.
I like the carbine rifle. It's one of my favorites. So, what does this look like originally?
Fruit is moving through the lower levels of the tower. I'll reverse this grab lift. Drop down.
Was this scene ever in Halo 3?
It's safe, really.
That thing was in Halo 3.
Okay. Nifty.
When I remember, this mission's actually fairly lengthy. Yeah, those are the first level that you fought the brutes in this game.
Are those like those big ogre things that every game had to have?
They actually were not in the first one.
Well, no, like I'm talking about they just like those big baddies that are like
They're
really big ogre type people that just take a lot of damage and take forever to kill.
No, they're these. They're the 8 men from that you probably fought in 3. They were not in Reach.
Huh.
They were not in Reach because they weren't part of the Covenant yet in Reach. Or they were just starting to become part of it. They weren't part of it. Oh, fuck, I almost have no ammo.
The environments are a little dark.
I think that might partially also be my TV.
It's like, we are the Covenant. We like it when there's less light.
I mean, I believe one of their species is nocturnal, from what I remember.
Huh.
So, I mean, it makes sense in a way. Oh, wait.
Shield. Has the shield wheel always been on like the bottom left right there?
No. In Halo 1, it was top right. In Halo 2, it was bottom left. And then all others, it's been top center. And
That explains it.
Okay, I'm gonna do one little thing here.
Oh yeah, do you know speaking of controller settings, so do you know what's one of the first things I tried to do in Destiny?
What?
Tried to find the recon controller option. And it wasn't there. So I was really disappointed in that.
Okay, so
Because I was so because in Reach, you know, I had the settings set to old-fashioned Halo where your reload was actually the right bumper, and I thought that was kind of a convenient button to put it there because it literally is right next to the trigger button, which I thought was pretty cool.
Well,
But,
this defaults to recon.
yeah. I don't know. Somehow I like my reload button to be on the right bumper.
Well, I mean, that's probably a lot of that probably has to do with the fact that you started on Gears. Oh shit! Oh shit! No! Ah, damn it! I caught in a corner against the brute. So when the brutes take enough damage, they start to go after you really hardcore.
Meaning they go berserker,
Yeah.
and you. I know what you're thinking, Bronson.
My love for you is like a truck berserker. For those of you who haven't seen Clerks, you really should. It's a great movie.
What did that dude in Clerks say was like some Russian or Polish guy like trying to
Make a metal band?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
frame rate?
Oh god. All the purple.
Wow.
I always like to say, everyone, this is not a final build either. They do have some patch stuff. I have no ammo for any gun. I'll take it. Fear my plasma pistol! The weakest gun in the game by far.
It overheats. Does Destiny run at 60 frames? I don't think it does.
No,
right?
it runs at 30.
Yeah, it's really weird when you spend that much time in a shooter playing at 30, and then when you switch over to 60, you're like, everything is so smooth.
That was actually one of the weirdest parts about playing son of a bitch. But I just thought just a taste. What the hell?
What, taste of getting...
Taste of death?
Yeah. What I remember most about Halo 2 was that 10 years ago I was sitting in school, and all the dudes around me were just like, hey, they were talking to the teacher, and they were like, hey, Halo is awesome, and he was like, what's Halo? And he's like, you don't know about Halo? That was the first time I ever heard about Halo.
I first heard about it at Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments when I was in 5th grade. I first heard about it in 4th grade, like right after it came out, and people were really big on it, and I just didn't care because it was a shooter. I just did not give a crap. And then my friend Gabe exposed me to a son of a bitch.
What difficult? This is normal.
This
right?
is very much normal.
Wow.
I am just very bad at this, apparently.
I should hang back longer before jumping forward,
Yeah, that was.
just in case.
That'd probably be
Just,
beneficial.
baby step this one.
How long have we been recording, by the way?
17 minutes.
Okay.
Grenade
Oh,
behind
Jesus!
you. You're good? Frame rate.
Oh, Jesus. That'll work. Over here is ammo for...
And a little grenade.
Access granted.